You know what would have? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Carry on. No, mate.
Okay. You know what would have been a good donation incentive?
Yeah.
Get Caleb Hart to speedrun pizza like he does on his streams.
Someone asked for us to do that, but they wanted to do it as a race, as they were going to speedrun a pizza against somebody else, and they weren't up for it. So.
I mean, come on. What's better than speedrunning pizza while shirtless? That's always good.
I swear for next year we need to get Caleb a shirt that just says Caleb Mania on it, like Hulk Hogan, and he can just like rip it open on stream, throw it into the crowd. Yeah. What is Forbidden Forest? I will be genuinely 100% honest with you. I have no clue.
No one will.
It will be an experience.
Now back to the question about Count Duckula and Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse and Duckula are made by the same people. When they stopped making Danger Mouse, they started making Duckula. So I think it's very much a generational thing as to which people prefer.
I definitely prefer Danger Mouse, and I'm 33. So.
Yeah, and I'm 36 this year, so.
Alright, get ready. Get hyped.
Get hype! 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 Hype!
After the time screen, there's gonna be the other best screen in the game. You'll see pretty soon. 1:11, 12. That's okay. That's decent for a marathon. So
Yeah.
go ahead and clap. Because the loading screens are, the cutscenes are added to the time regardless, and that's the best screen of the game. Weapon get, check item box.
So, I know we talked about the Resident Evil movies before, but what about the CG Resident Evil movies?
Oh, I like the first one.
Okay.
What was the name of that one?
Degeneration?
Degenerate. That one is pretty good, but the second one, well, I can't say much about it because I didn't finish it. I was watching it and it got boring and I was falling asleep. But maybe I'll watch it sometime soon and then I'll give my input on it on my stream.
Awesome.
But I can't really.
All right. Well, up next, the only thing I know about Forbidden Forest is it's being run on.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
I think.
This
So,
thing right here that you can barely see on the stream.
thank you so much to our runner for Resident Evil. I'm sorry there weren't more questions in the chat for you. And I think we're going to run a quick commercial while we start setting up for Forbidden Forest. So we will be right back.
Can we though? Let's see.
Did you see me? That was pretty cool. I gotta get my dog.
Why is there a GameCube disc on top of that TV? Why not?
That's a genuinely good question.
Game Boy player.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah, like important.
very
Yeah.
important.
Here.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, those things are not easy to find anymore.
Just want me to swap the current one?
How is it people have the device but lose the discs?
This is very easy to do. You stick the player on the bottom of the GameCube and never use it and never move it.
Yeah. I don't know who all brought Game Boy players, but I did, but my disc is still upstairs. So. A few likes, I guess. Plus mine's labeled, so. Never took the label off like a year ago.
Biggest trick is my controller. Not very long.
My phone last year.
Move the card over for you. So you can
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. Right.
Okay, now why isn't it showing up? Oh. Probably because that was.
The monitor was the best part of it. I gotta say, I'm a little surprised at just how quiet it is sitting here.
With Mario Party going on in the other room, I'm not that surprised.
Okay. I didn't watch this time. I don't know. I was trying. Yeah, no, I think the ratio of people who stuck around for lower screen this year is a lot lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't surprise me, honestly.
Is that the
Plus, I think a lot of people were even
Well,
more
I'm
fatigued
the
than they
one
were
who's
letting
just
on.
using, I unplugged the
A lot
game
of people
and
were
plugged
more
it
tired
into
than
that,
they were letting
so-
on.
Yeah.
So,
I was feeling pretty tired.
Commodore's got power.
same as it was before.
Oh.
Or at least I
I'm
think
plugged
it
into
was.
the input, but I'm not getting anything on
Talking
TV.
about Parade anymore. She has all the bubble cheese. We have something.
I don't know if anyone has Commodore support. It's just composite.
I'm gonna half break my rule. I'm not gonna touch any cables.
That's fine. I will touch cables.
You need to
I'm gonna half break my rule.
you need to plug it into that cheap splitter there and see where those cables are coming out of that cheap splitter. You need to plug that into the expensive splitter. I know.
Oh, okay.
It's stupid, but that's how it works.
Plugged into the wrong thing.
I'm not sure where those are actually going.
I'll find out eventually.
So there's a question in chat. Have Taskbot and Monitor resolved their differences yet?
Is it?
You'll find the end of it eventually.
No, it's going under a
Aha.
GameCube.
Yep.
There it is. That is it. Sure hope. Commodore into this.
Oh, Monitor.
Yeah, I think it's probably those. Yeah, you know. Oh, let's see what this is. The ones that look like they're from 1985 or so.
How's it going, guy? Getting it set up?
Slowly. I think the Commodore on this cart is older than everybody in this room.
There's actually a question in the chat asking GDQ Monitor what game it wants to speedrun.
Mario teaches typing.
Nice.
Base UA.
Good one.
Sorry for taking so long.
Ah.
There we go. How do you know about as much as about the force as I do?
Well, it's either that or picking the bed, right?
There's not a whole lot to know about it.
Something to know about it.
Oh, right, because I looked at this one.
People have obviously never seen this game before, so.
Now, there's like, you know, a handful of people who watched SRG Marathon that's seen this before.
Oh yeah, it's true. You did run it at SRG.
I forgot about that actually somehow.
Hopefully it won't deafen people when it comes on. Yeah, this game is older than a lot of people.
It's as old as I am.
Okay. So I'll count down time. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Forbidden Forest. It's on the Commodore 64. And I'm pretty sure that's the first time most of you have heard about this console. I don't really have too much to say yet. I'll have more to say after I kill some spiders.
We do have some questions for you. Is that okay?
Sure, as long as I don't get killed doing them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
They're just asking a little bit about the history of the game and why you chose it.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Fair point.
The actual answer is I played this as a kid and could never get through it. And now I can, and I have my revenge by speedrunning it.
Okay.
So I really hope everybody out there likes the dancing animation. You're gonna see a lot of it.
Oh, that was a really good bee.
That was.
You only got to see him for a split second, but he basically just randomly bounces around the screen.
It's okay, Donna, because instead they get to see more dancing.
True.
The bee can't actually kill you.
Oh, the bee can actually kill you.
It's just really, really hard to die to the bee. Unlike these guys.
Oh yeah, frogs are strong.
Why is it raining frogs?
Because
dancing.
Reasons.
they're very happy frogs, though. I mean, oh, that's gonna kill me.
Hey, this stream isn't PG-13 anymore.
Yeah, this is a really gory game for its time. Ah. So I have to kill 6 of these, and I almost always end up dying once doing it.
Okay.
It looked like somebody had a frog cannon in the back or something. This all came from one spot. Just like 3, 2, 1, fire!
Like a t-shirt cannon, but for frogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Very popular in France.
Alright, so this next one coming up is a dragon, and he doesn't kill me but most of the time, but he does cost me a lot of time.
There he is.
Ah, there's the dragon.
That's why he costs me time.
The hitbox is just the eye, right?
Right, the little black pix. That was just a bad shot. He will come from left, right, or the background, and each time the eyes are what I have to hit in order to actually hurt him. No, I'm shooting too early.
Coming from the background is always the first.
It's safer to kill him from the background because the shot is so easy to dodge, but actually landing the shot on him is a lot harder. That should hit. Oh, he does, and he'll probably prove that to you. Because I'm missing so many shots.
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. That took way too long.
Now we dancing.
But after quite a bit of fire.
Wow.
The dragon shoots fire, dies in fire, and then we celebrate by...
Dancing.
Wait for it.
There.
Dancing.
On a proper run of this, my PB is actually 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Over half of that is just watching him dance.
It's closer to about, well, if we include a later enemy's death animation, it's closer to about 3/4 of it.
Oh,
Now we're gonna die to skeletons.
I should have got shot for the skeleton instead on that one.
Move the banshee. Oh, you got it. So this boss's, or I guess the banshee's death animation takes longer than the dancing we're about to see.
And is the sound of victory.
No, it's still going.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
It's longer than the dance.
gotta take every individual pixel out of the banshee first.
One at a time.
I would just like to apologize to our headphone users right now.
We've timed this. It goes on for about 50 seconds.
It's one of the most powerful, annoying sounds I've ever heard. Probably worse than 7th Saga's vacuum tube.
I don't know about that.
It's close. It's a real close race.
I don't think it can beat Vacuum 2.
I want to line them up together and play them both at the same time to see if it just shatters every TV.
There's
your
there's someone in
ears.
the chat that says, "Welcome to the worst sound ever."
So the boss I just killed while absolutely not even looking is pathetically easy because all he does is move back and forth right in front of the screen and basically runs into the arrow as soon as I shoot it.
Easy every time.
If I die to him, it's because I'm really, really not paying attention.
Because you put the controller down.
I do want to point out, if you look very closely, you can see that the moon has a face.
Yes, there's actually someone in the chat that asks if that's the moon from Majora's Mask.
You got
Oh,
it.
I got him. Okay, so I'll explain that guy while he's dying. The lightning flashes reveal where he is. He randomly bounces around the screen, and if I take like a minute and a half to kill him, he'll just pop down from the top of the screen, eat me, and I don't get any extra lives after that. He'll kill all of my lives, all my continues, and you just start over.
He's that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, that was time, I think.
Oh, that was actually time. I am very sorry.
I don't even know, maybe 5:30-ish.
Okay, that's not too bad.
The time
The
is
time-
forbidden for us.
Yeah.
C64 represents!
Yeah, it loops to
yeah.
another difficulty level, and I'll let myself get eaten by a spider.
This is the Commodore. There is no end screen.
I'd like to apologise to the arachnophobes in the audience.
Is that a truck over there?
You know what? Sure, we'll go with that.
It looks like a pickup truck with the tailgate down.
It really does.
While I'm running around like crazy, this actually has like fake 3D in it. You can tell the background trees are moving slower than the...
Whoa, parallax scrolling.
It's masterful.
We do have a quick question here about the
Sure.
C64 itself. Could you tell us a little bit more about its history, how much it would cost to buy one now, and if you think they're reliable?
Oh, reliable? I've got like 3 of them at home, but only one of them works.
Okay.
They are like 30 years old,
Yeah.
so that's kind of understandable.
Oh yeah.
The getting one now is not actually that bad. You can get them between, on eBay. I think they run between 30 and 80, depending on the condition and whether they're in box,
Okay.
etc. Yeah, for
You are going to want to get a fast load cart with them because C64 games take, let's say, 20 minutes to load or so.
Yeah.
Around that.
That one only took like a minute and a half, maybe, to load. Maybe.
Did you have the fast loader in there?
Oh, and if you're curious, I was actually using an NES controller that I modded so that it could be plugged into a Commodore, because otherwise I'd have to use a joystick, and that's just horrible.
Like, you can use a Genesis controller?
No.
Newer Genesis, no, because they output at a higher frequency and will actually fry chips.
Oh, well then, okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Like the Master Drive, the Master Drive stuff is fine, or Master System and Mega Drive stuff, but otherwise, that's
Thank
it.
you for that.
Forest.
I'll have other games to play next year.
Okay, which one was it? Is it
Yeah, it's in the cheap spot.
Mhm.
Yeah. So do you want to take it off the cart? Or?
I think I'll wheel the cart in there and take it off, and I'll bring back the cart.
We've got Ocarina of
Yeah,
Time.
it's just mine stuff on it.
Oh, really? Yeah, we'll just wheel it in.
What's Ocarina of Time, and where do I find one?
Don't move the cables.
And then we need to unplug it from
Where's next person? Who is next person, actually?
Who is the next person?
Hold on.
Is Gregory here?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's over there. Okay.
Completely.
There's something to the expensive.
I thought we were just in the cheap splitter. That's
What is that? That might actually just be
You were
the extra cheap and the expensive splitter. Yeah, it is. So that's not ours.
Oh yeah, you need to put that back in where.
Oh, okay. It was just tangled with our cords. That's why.
Yeah.
This is glad I caught that, or you would have just pulled the entire setup down.
I did.
Probably resolve the cords in the Commodores.
Yeah.
That was just tangled.
Gregory? What, what category?
No RBA/wrong war. It's like, it's any %, but you can't use reverse bottle venture or wrong war.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Somebody said why.
It's been a category for a long time. At first, it was just no RBA because at the time RBA was like the major skip. So it's just to make it like more interesting. Like you do more skips, you enter more dungeons. Is it good?
Yeah, well, I have like 6 backups in here. So, we have to restore from one of
I
those.
don't know when it's cut. Let's try.
But we should probably switch the camera. Or at least point it over there.
I'll change the.
Can you see that? Yeah, it's just widescreen now. I don't know.
Just try the.
Why is the bottom on?
Capture secondary. Okay, try the third one. No, the third secondary.
Third.
Good. Alright, no, you're probably gonna have to add HD5 to the scene.
HC3. Oh no, never mind. Sorry. No, no.
Here, switch it back to the fourth one. You're gonna have to add them. Now it's like fucked up.
Yeah, it's cutting off the bottom here.
Alright, well go remove that.
There it is.
Okay. Sure, whatever, that works.
I'll just grab this one.
Wait until they're like done.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the heavy breathing. I'm really stuffed up, and my ass was kicking, which is kind of why I need to go to bed. I'll see you guys later on.
There we go. for Reverse Bottle Adventure or Rung Warp. If you were here for the Ocarina of Time stream with CFG and Molotov, CFG used Reverse Bottle Adventure and Molotov used Rung Warp. And basically they're memory manipulation glitches and also cutscene manipulation glitches. And this category, it's mainly like a race category for speedrunners because it takes those out and you don't have to beat all the dungeons, but it's faster than regular 90% where you just beat the character straight and you run warp right to the end of the game. So it makes it a little more challenging and more fun than regular 90%, but not as tedious as like all dungeons. Before we get this started, I'd like to dedicate this run to my good friend Don, aka Swish Swords. He literally just found out that his mom has cancer and it spread to her brain and lungs, and I would really like you guys to keep him and his mother in mind and donate if you can, and this is just a run dedicated to him. So let's get to it. The route for this, basically what we do is we start out and we escape the forest using Pokey Escape. And you need to do that instead of escaping through Zora's River because you need the ocarina from Saria to do a few things, like play Zelda's Lullaby and a few songs and things like that. If any of you are watching the other stream, ZFG went to the bottom of the well. I also need to do that because in order to get the other cheeks and get into castle, you need to do the run work from Dick. Oh, it is. It was off?
It was off that entire time, sorry.
It was off? Oh, man. Alright, well, that's okay. I'll start over. Basically, I'm doing a run called No Reverse Bottle Adventure, or Rung Warp, and it's more of a race category because if you watched the old Dungeons race between Molotov and ZFG used an RBA route and Molotov used the Rung Warp route. They both used Rung Warp, but mainly Molotov's route was just going through the dungeons normally with the glitches. Basically, this is just an any percent run, but you're not allowed to do those two glitches because they're really game breaking, and what it does is it just adds more like depth to the category and makes it a bit more challenging. And before we get this started, what's going on? Is it my controller? Oh man, hold on. Where's the control panel on this? It's the same. Here it is. I just gotta calibrate my controller really fast. That's fine. Devices. Properties. There we go. Calibrate. Let's see this fast. All right, should be okay now. Alright, and we're off. I'd like to dedicate this run to a good friend of mine. His name's Donald, aka Swish Swords. And he literally just found out that his mom had cancer and it spread to her brain and her lungs. And I'd just like to dedicate this run to him and have you guys keep him and his mom in your thoughts, and any donations would be great. And I'd like to dedicate this to him because I can't imagine what he's going through right now. Now basically, the route for this, I'm going to start by getting the shield and the sword and escaping the forest using a glitch called Pokey Escape because I need to get the ocarina from Saria. Getting the sword right now. What I need the ocarina for is basically to play Zelda's Lullaby in a few dungeons and also